Okay, welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. It's Saturday. Some places it's Sunday. Whew. My goodness. All that stuff smells so good that I just burned and sprayed. And oh, God. I love essential oils. Okay, we're going to start off with the magic box. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay. I don't directly like it on me. Okay, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm going to change the lighting here, people. Whoa, I do not want that, actually. If I chilled that out, yeah, that's pretty nice, actually. Ooh, I love that color. Let's do that color. I'm going to have to turn that up a bit, though. Let's see that. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest behind, everybody. Okay, here we go. Keep it breezy in the chat, okay? They're going to come in, but you know what? I'm going to turn the chat on. Okay, here we go, here we go. What does the magical box have to say? There's so many grabbing my fingers. Grabbing. Feels weird because the piece of paper like wraps itself around my finger. Like another finger. Oh, look, they got my thumbs this time. Okay, anything else? Okay. First card. Ooh, celebration with Carrie. Celebrate good times, y'all. Okay, why are we celebrating? As everybody is burning, that's all I'm looking at, is everybody burning. The Hermit.
You have reached a pivotal moment in your life where you are craving a new direction, reevaluating your priorities, or examining your relationships. And it's time to close off the outside world and be at peace with your thoughts. Oh my God. And then what does Carrie do when you put her alone? She lights everybody on fire. Okay, so I kind of feel like somebody might have to like leave the bar scene behind, like wherever people are, where it's like crammed in and everybody's dancing and drinking, someone's gonna lose their mind somewhere. Okay, I don't know if this is like a party coming up. It could be like moonshine. Oh my God, it's strong shit, man. You can light that on fire. Okay, I feel like if there's some type of invitation coming up or something like that, celebration of life, I don't know, somebody might die. Could be like a job promotion or something, or you're going to somebody's Jack and Jill, maybe someone's getting married. Spirit is advising you possibly not to go. Okay, just take that as a affirmation if it resonates. If it doesn't, then don't worry about it. Whatever. Okay. And we have Hex. Oh my God, a Hex just came out. There's a warning that there's some unwanted energy being directed your way. Okay, so to know if this is you, feelings that you could feel if somebody was possibly trying to hex you. Sometimes you could feel drained of energy. Okay, like no matter how much you sleep, you're drained. It's not depression. It's somebody is sending you very bad energy, okay? They want to banish you. And maybe this person is going to be at this fucking celebration, okay? Is your name Rats? Oh, God. Okay, so it says, do not fear, okay? Instead, be strong and turn any negative into a positive. Okay, it's time for you to take a stand and say no, and no more, okay? You really need to use your discernment right now, because I feel like the thing is that all these people that are burning, okay, in the high school, all these people, you'd have to say 90% of them are innocent. They didn't do anything, okay? It was only that one group that really fucked with her. Even though in the locker room, all the girls were fucking with her. But on this night, it was only the particular group of people, okay? But it's like, put it this way, I feel like these people are not you anymore, okay? And it means that they're going to say things and they're going to do things, and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like what these, because you're different from them now. I think the thing that I'm getting is I feel like that you have some type of like telekinesis or telepathy, or I feel like you have something, and in a room full of people, okay, if there's 15 people there and 3 people don't like you, okay, 3 people don't like you, what they're going to do is as the event progresses, okay, these people are going to drink and they're going to get more drunk, okay, they're going to start getting more afflicted as the night goes on, and they're going to concentrate negative energy onto you because they don't want you there. And then what that negative energy is going to do, you're going to start picking it up because you can pick up telekinesis, telepathic fucking communications with people. Okay, so you know that all of these people then are slowly starting to turn on you and hate you, even though they're all innocent bystanders. They have nothing to do with you, okay? There's absolutely no reason for anybody to turn on you. But it's these 3 people or 2 people or 5 people or whatever it is. Okay, so somebody has to, I mean, you could be a Virgo, but I think the Hermit's here because they're trying to tell you that you're better than that. That you've, the Hermit is not by any means a high priestess, okay? But what a hermit would do is weigh the pros and the cons of coming out of their hibernation, okay, to really be seen by a group of people. Okay, if you're coming up as the hermit, it means that you really don't go out very much, and when you do, it's for invitations like this. Okay, so maybe somebody is trying, they know that you're going to come out if they invite you out. Okay, and ooh, you know what's so weird? I just said something from The Exorcist. Oh my God, what did I just fucking say? I was just about to start the video. Oh my God, rats. So fucking you just made me think of it. So you know how she goes, there's rats in the ceiling, and he's like, there's no rats. And she's like, there's rats up there, I could hear them. Literally, my sister and I just did that montage. I was like, no rats. And she's like, set the traps anyways. And I was like, there's no rats. We just did it. Oh my God, she's gonna think that's so funny. Because I said to myself, because I was just getting ready to do the reading, and I said to myself, I wonder if The Exorcist is gonna come out. And then you're like, you come on, I don't think that's your name. I think it's rat. Anyways, my dyslexia sees rats. And no rats. Oh my God, there's rats. So what is it? It's not rats, it's Captain Howdy. Oh my God, okay. I'm telling you, I don't think you're going to want to go to this celebration. Oh, there's strength. Somebody thinks that you're pretty fucking weak. And the thing is that I think you're pretty weak too right now. Not weak in a sense that, you're trying to stay away from alcohol and that you're going to, get drunk and drive drunk or some shit like that and like cross the line. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I think that a little bit more strength is needed because the hermit now is deciphering whether or not they want to come out of hiding. Okay. And if you don't want to come out of hiding, or if you're like indecisive about it, it might mean that there's something that's going to be at this celebration that's going to push you over the edge that you're not ready for. Okay. Like maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Like Carrie, if her mother had helped her understand her energy and how to use it properly, this wouldn't have happened. Okay, but then there wouldn't have been a movie. So I get it. But think of it this way, like you have a lot of power, and do you really want to go out there like hurting people? Because your power is going to hurt these people, okay? But the whole thing is, the ironic thing is that they want to hurt you. But not all of them, only certain ones. So it's almost like I feel like somebody's getting lined up to get themselves hurt. Like she should have never went to the prom. It was too good to be true. If there is something that is too good to be true and you know it and that's what, go off that. Like, I mean, some things really are too good to be true. Where do you think they get that saying from? Okay. It's not a saying if it wasn't true. I'm not saying all sayings are true, but I mean, it's coming up as truth today. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, strife and loss. Like they just like she lost her mind, they didn't anticipate losing their lives over making her lose her mind. Okay, so these people are playing with very dangerous ground. You are a very powerful person. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because the Exorcist is here, which means whatever it is that is inside of you, okay, think of how powerful she is. Like, I mean, Captain Howdy, he only has so many powers, but like he slams the doors, he kills somebody, he rises the bed. I mean, he does shit, okay? He can do things. Whether or not he's hiding inside of a little girl, okay, I hope that you're not a grown man hiding inside of a little girl, but you never know. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is about physical manifestation of your desires or perhaps a physical gift. Okay, so I kind of feel like a new year ahead. I have never pulled this piece of paper, ever. Okay, I've never pulled that piece of paper. A new year ahead. I mean, it's an analogy. Take it if you want it, but imagine if you get an invitation to go somewhere and you're really hesitant and you don't want to go, and as you're getting ready, you like stub your toe and you're fucking late and your hair looks awful and you fucking put too much cologne on, or you forget to brush your teeth. You finally get out the door and you get there, you have a shitty time, you drink too much because you're having a shitty time, you go to drive home, you do get pulled over for drinking and driving, and you're about to start a job that requires you to drive. And now you're not gonna be able to do it. Okay, it's like okay, so my sister had this dream last night and she saw this witch hit somebody or pull somebody down on a playground. Like they were hurting children. This witch was on the playground hurting children. And it brought me to this time, and I said, okay, that reminds me of like when I broke my arm. And she goes, yeah, no doubt. So I remember this time I was like, I don't know, I was in senior kindergarten, I think. And I was climbing the monkey bars, on a playground, and I fell and I landed on my left arm and I heard the bone pop. Okay. I heard it pop. It was terrifying because it happened so quickly. You hear something and then the pain kicked in, right? So you hear it, you fall. That's tragic enough. You kind of wake up and then you hear something that's also terrifying. And then you feel the pain of it. And the way that I saw that was, oh my gosh, I think my sister relived because I was awesome at climbing the monkey bars. Why do you think I was on them? I used to fucking swing that shit like it was no tomorrow. And then suddenly it was as if like I fell to the ground with so much force. It was weird, because I wasn't a big kid, but I was a solid kid, but I wasn't big. I wasn't fat, but it felt like I had a brick inside of me. It was really weird when I was a kid. And so when I landed, like, no doubt it broke my arm. Like, would it break my arm now? I don't know, maybe. Sand is a lot harder to land on than you think. You think it's going to be soft, and it really isn't. And anyways, getting back to the story, there's this thing that's ongoing right now where Collective is getting new witnesses. Okay, because whatever it is that you went through or had to go through, the witnesses that were around you didn't do their job. So now you have to re-go through things. Okay, and unfortunately, this seems like a set up play on. I heard your emotions, but also a play on the fact that I feel like this is a test to be like, you've already passed this type of test and it's going to have its repercussions. Okay. It's one of those things I feel like I'm trying to like instill in my sister to like, speak about what's going on with something, because I know if she doesn't say what's bothering her, she's going to snap. Because she's holding something back, and it's, when people do that, they hold, like Carrie, you hold it back, you hold it back, you hold it back, and then suddenly you unleash, and you don't realize that you do it because you've been wanting to say it for so long that finally when you do, it's like this like bonfire with gasoline on it, okay? It's gonna ignite, and it's gonna ignite fucking fast, and who's ever around is gonna get burned just for being there. Okay, so you have to understand something is happening with you. And I just pulled the double hermit. I literally had it in my hand the whole time I was saying that story. And I didn't even know it was the hermit. And the search within, wisdom through experience, seeking solitude. Like I said, you've already experienced this test. You already know, you've already driven away from a party, more pissed off, rage drunk, knowing that you shouldn't have went. So if you already went through it, why would you fucking do it again? I don't think you need friends that bad. I don't think these people are friends. Okay, there's the Queen of Pentacles. Stay at home. Honestly, this is somebody that is devoted that has devoted their lives into caring. Okay. about what they have gained materialistically. And honestly, it's like material assets, stuff like that. I think you really care about the life that you've created for yourself and the money that you've created for yourself. And these people haven't. These people, they work just because there's nothing else for them to do, okay? And everybody needs to go to work to pay their bills. You are working for a different reason, which means there are going to be these tests that come up where people try to take something away from you because they feel you don't deserve it because you're not doing what they're doing. Some type of fucked up 9 to 5. Okay, which they don't want to do. You're doing something you want to do. Okay, so of course they would try to line you up with something and poke at your buttons and pick at you until you explode, rage out of there and leave and get yourself in trouble. Because they can't do anything to you. Like, I mean, all they could do was just pour blood on her. That's it. Like, really? That was your big move? Blood? Okay? But it was embarrassing her. That was the thing. It was to show, no, she is not some beauty queen, okay? And that she's some nasty, disgusting, you know, oh yeah, well, it was all about her period, right? Oh, I guess I never put that analogy together that it all started with her getting her period and starting to freak out. That's when they started being nasty to her. So I guess that's why they poured the blood on her. I never put those two together. I'm not a big Carrie watcher. I don't know. I found her mom really fucked up and I wasn't really a huge fan of the movie. So I didn't really watch it enough to like analyze it the way that was obviously just done, but kind of seems like somebody's gonna use an embarrassing situation. Maybe that's what it could be. Somebody, you know, these people, they think they know you and shit, right? But they don't. You're changing. So they could bring up some fucking time like back in the day that happened to you, and it's now kind of like an embarrassing story, and you're not going to be drunk enough to like laugh anymore about it, and it's going to be like, okay, like, fuck you for, why do you always, it's going to be like, I don't know, somebody might bring something up and it's just not funny anymore. It's embarrassing. And like, and now I'm looking at the word loss. Like maybe you lost something, and it was always funny to laugh about it before, but now it's not funny anymore. Right. It's like, it's hurting you more than ever to just keep being, reminded that you lost it. I don't know. Now my nose is going all itchy, so I don't know why. Like something is very clear that I feel like you do not need to put yourself through this test again. I feel like it's a stupid test. It's child's play. Let the other people drive home drunk, like don't do that anymore. There's the 5 of Cups with the 9 of Wands. I mean, I'm telling you, it's if you end up doing something and falling back into what you had before, it's really going to break your heart if you can't keep these people away. You're going to end up alone, right? Because you go to jail or you lose your license, are these people going to pick you up every day and take you to work? No. Okay, they're going to fucking forget that they even know you after that night and probably maybe text you in a couple months again or a couple weeks, like these aren't your friends. There's the Queen of Wands. It's like, you've got to have the courage to do this. I really feel like you do. 7 of Swords. There's the betrayal, deception. These people are just waiting to fucking fuck you over. I swear, they're just waiting to stab you in the back. Okay, like again with these 3 people, it's like one person is going to use and feed off of 3 people to attack you. Okay, and it's going to drive you insane. There's 6 of Wands, victory at any cost. Like I do feel like they are willing to take you over at any point in time. Like it doesn't matter how long you've known these people. It doesn't matter how precious you think these people are to you. If you're getting the alert to not go, like you just don't feel good or it's just not lining up with time, there's death on the bottoms. There's Scorpio energy. Okay, like it's time to death this out. It's time to get over these people. You're not in high school anymore, hopefully. Okay, if you are, please be plus 18. Okay, and if you are out of high school, then no, there is no going back. Okay. High school is done. I don't even talk to anybody from high school. I haven't spoken to anybody from high school in fucking, I don't know, probably 15 goddamn years. Okay. I could reach out and probably be friends with a bunch of people still from high school because they're all on the internet. They're all right there. I can talk to them. I didn't have fights with any of them. I didn't have disagreements with any of them, but do I really want to speak to them? No. You know, because like we've moved on. I've moved on. I'm a different person. And I don't want to have to describe that to people that I'm different and I don't drink like that anymore. And no, I don't want to go smoke with you or, you know, like now I smoke weed. Now I do other things, you know, like I'm just different. Okay. So I don't want to have to describe that to people. Okay. There's the moon, right? It's like you got to use your intuition sometimes with the Chariot when you want to move on. Okay. And you're sick of explaining yourself to people. Okay. Like allowing them to hold on to some type of memory of you. You don't need that anymore. Clear. Somebody doesn't. Anyways, there's the Fool. Okay. Like jump off that ledge. Take a leap of faith. 9 of Wands. Passion, adventure, impulse. So I really feel like once you get away from these people as well, okay, I feel like a lot of kind of like stuff inside of you is going to ignite. Like you might be holding back a key piece of your identity because of what you think these people are going to feel about you. And then there's the 8 of Cups in reverse on the bottom. Like that's 8 of Cups in reverse is somebody who doesn't want to walk away. Right? They find it easier to stay than to go, right? Why leave when you can just hang out with misery, right? Misery loves company. And then what's that? Is that the 9 of Swords? Yeah. Nightmares. Debilitating fear. And crippling anxiety. Jesus. Look at this shit. And then with the 2 of Wands, like, do I stay or do I go? Like, really? That's all it's about? Really? Do I go or do I not? Like, come on. Like, the choice is fucking easy here. There's the High Priestess. Okay? This isn't difficult. Okay? I mean, to me, it's not difficult. But I'm like a party of one kind of person anyways. I don't really like a big gang of people. I just find anxiety in gangs of people. I find like most people are just, you know, are in big groups of people because they can't be alone and they would just rather give their energy away all the time to people. I'm kind of one of those people. I like to keep my energy right where it is. Okay. And I mean, you know, to socialize every now and then, I feel like isn't the worst thing. I mean, you have to stay connected, but this I don't think is the same thing. This is something that somebody, like I'm getting somebody wants to humiliate you. And again, I feel like that's when somebody finds out that you're just about to do something. And now with this whole, like when I said like the witch that pulled me off the playground, okay, this is something like that where I feel like there is something in the ether that is manipulating you, okay? And that's going to be the thing that gets the cop to pull you over, you know, like it's something kind of, I don't know. This High Priestess, I mean, she was in reverse in a way that, yes, use your own intuition when dealing with this and your own discernment and, you know, speak to your guides about if this is what I'm talking about. But there's also another stance where I feel like somebody's using their third eye for evil and picking up things and trying to figure out what you're doing and then trying to throw things at you along the way. Like, pretty sure that's not why we have the powers that we do. And that's why you starting off with the most powers of all, whatever this person thinks they can do, you can do better. That's why if it resonates with you, they think they can get you pulled over because they have power of authority, but they don't know that you didn't even go to the party because you're beyond and past that now. If you want to party, honey, you're going to fucking probably throw one at your house. And then you're going to think, who do I want to invite? And then you're going to go, well, I could invite them, but if I invite them, they're going to invite this person and this person. I don't want them to come. So if I go and if I invite these people, but then, you know, there's this person, they're going to bring this person. And then if they bring that person, you know who they're married to, they're going to bring that person. And then you know, their kids are going to come. Last time their kids torched my lawn. Like, it's going to be something like this, where it's all of a sudden, if you wouldn't have, think of it that way. Yeah, I guess. Perfect analogy. If you wouldn't have these people at your house, why would you go to a party with them in anybody's house? I like that. I like that. Because that's a good way to think about it. If you wouldn't want them in your house, then I can guarantee you, you're not going to want to be around them anywhere. So think smart, not hard. Okay. That's what Spirit's trying to say. There doesn't need to be this toss-up anymore of, do I stay or do I go? Or they've been my friends forever. Like, honey, like I said, I don't even think about my friends from high school, okay? And we said BFFs forever, and we had the charms and the bracelets, and we talked every day, and we made it into our 20s, and then that was it, you know? Like, fucking hasta la vista. Like, what do you expect? People will stay your friends if it's meant to be, you know? If it's not meant to be, then they're gonna fucking move on. Like, they just don't want to tell you. Ooh, that was a really good message. I like that message. Oh, people of the chat. What are you all doing on here on a Saturday night? Go out and get laid. Go out and talk to that one special girl that you've always wanted to speak to. Go out and do something. Don't be 39 years old like me, sitting at my house, trying to message guys on the internet. Okay? Don't be like me. Actually, I don't really do that, but sometimes I do. I'm a huge creep on the internet. I don't know what else to do, so I just stare at hot, single-looking dudes on the internet. What else are you supposed to do, you know? Oh, yeah, watch some horror movies. That's good. Do some tarot readings. Paint your nails. I painted my apartment today. I fucking scrubbed the floors. Oh, my God. I did so much work today. While working? Holy fuck. So much to do, people. All right. I don't know how many readings we're going to do. What are we at? 32 minutes on the dot. That was perfect. All right, take what resonates and leave the motherfucking rest. 3, 2, 1. Who is that? That's Neptune? Oh, Uranus. Nice. Okay, Uranus. Who is that? That's Virgo? No, that's Leo. Virgo or Leo? Virgo. 11th house. Aquarius. Is that double aqua? With Virgo? That's the Hermit energy again. Kind of went in between strength. Okay, so Aquarius, sudden interest. Internet. Where did I just say something about the internet? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. Lightning. Lightning fast. And then 11th house is Aquarius. That's how we relate to people, the community we're in, we're friends, acquaintances. And then Virgo, the Hermit. A friend in hiding? You have a friend in hiding? A friend in hiding. A friend in need's a friend indeed. A friend with weed is better. And mixed with once another. All right, tell me about this Uranus energy here. This friend. Whoa. Yes, invisible. That's hermit energy. Wow. Okay. Yeah. This could be a woman, okay, who's hiding from you. Choices on the bottom of the deck. So Uranus energy is bringing somebody who is invisible to you, okay? 777, Jesus Christ. 16, 7, and 47. That's 777. That's jackpot, baby. Okay, so there is somebody around you who is playing invisible. They've got their invisibility cloak on, okay? And but Spirit knows they're there, okay? So Spirit's watching them watch you, apparently, okay? So this individuality card, I don't know, you stand out from the crowd, I guess. I don't think you know this person then. I mean, you could, but I don't know. And then with this choices, it's like this person has a choice to make, Spirit says, or they're about to make a choice. And then there's movement on the bottom of the deck. I feel like it was in reverse, but then the way I put the deck down, it became upright. So I feel like this person is making movement on becoming uninvisible. Like, I'm not getting stalker vibes or anything like that. Like, I'm getting just some invisible person, okay, that is watching you, but not in a creepy way, okay? It's just the hermit energy. They just are hiding, okay? I don't know if you have social media or something like that. Like if you have a platform, if you've got videos online, if you do something, everybody seems to be online these days. So I feel like it's something online then that they're watching, okay? Fulfillment chaos with message. So they have a message they have not delivered yet to you. Okay. And then with chaos and fulfillment, I feel like it's possible maybe that this person has had a hard time realizing what they really want from life, like what really makes them feel good. Okay. Like what's equivalent to a nice fine wine, right? Sitting there enjoying something. I feel like this person has decided to have like some type of, I don't know, freak out or battle of the mind or chaos, you know, I don't know, chaos over understanding, something like that. Misshapen chaos. Like, what is that? Misshapen forms. That's Romeo's speech. Romeo and Juliet. Okay. Worst analogy ever, but that would be somebody in hiding, right? Would be somebody who had feelings for you, which is obviously why they would choose to hide, right? Why else would somebody hide from you? Unless they were hiding feelings from you. I'm not saying these are sexual feelings. I'm just saying feelings. Feelings are feelings. Okay? Then there's fragments. It's like maybe they're now starting to put something together. Where chaos was in their life, maybe their life is finally starting to take shape. All right. And they feel like they can make a step forward now. High Priestess of Water and obedience. This person could have had a divorce. It could have had a messy divorce. Okay. Like I'm getting like this person cried a lot over this divorce. Okay, battles could have went the opposite way than they thought. All right, there's conclusion in reverse. It could have been some type of ongoing cycle for a long time that they seem to not be able to get out of, which is kind of what's made this message hinder as well. Because I get it's hindering. I don't get that they're not going to send it or they don't want to send it or they deleted it. It's just something that they want to say, they just haven't said. And if it comes through as a text message or I'm getting video. I don't know, maybe this person's gonna send you a video or something like that. Maybe it's too hard to text. So I mean, you know what I do with my father, you know me, I send him recordings. So every phone has like the recorder on it, okay? And you can, I mean, you can only record like up to a minute or something. And they won't send past a minute or something. So you have to send it. I have to send him speeches in these little paragraphs, but it does work, you know, like sometimes, because I do find sometimes it is really hard to write things down. Not only is it hard to say things, but I feel like sometimes it's better to say it, because you can, you know, you can feel it more that way. Like text messages are so hard to understand sometimes, the tone of somebody, and like, you know, the same with email. It's hard to describe how you feel about somebody when all you have are words on a piece of paper, or you know, a phone, like a text message screen, right? When you add your voice into that, I feel like that changes things, because then suddenly people can hear where it is that the dialogue is coming from. If you're angry, it's going to sound angry because it is. If it's sad, it's going to sound sad because it is. Okay. And this person might have been very misunderstood by you in the past or something, or not understood by you at all in the past. Okay. Or because you don't know them, you don't know them at all from any past. Okay. So then there's that as well. So like I mean, because it's a general message, it can't be personal. So it's different for everybody that experiences something like this. But I feel like somebody's finally being able to see fragments of their life come together, where all they saw before was chaos and possibly overindulgence, feeling like overindulgence was a fulfillment when really it was just poisoning their liver more than anything. Really wasn't indulging anything, okay? Letting go. So letting go in reverse, I feel like this maybe you do know this person, and it's a possibility that they had to let you go and they didn't want to. Okay, letting go is not an easy thing to do. Okay, you just kind of have to hope that, well, I'll have to let you go. And if you come back, you do. If you don't, then I guess that's all she wrote on that. Okay, there's the High Priestess of Fire now, and the High Priestess of Spirit. Okay, almost all the High Priestesses have fucking come out. Okay, the High Priestess of Spirit has come out. The High Priestess of Water has come out. The High Priestess of Earth has come out, and of Fire. Earth, air, wind, and fire. That's all of them. There is one more, though, because, yeah, there is one more. High Priestess of Air, I believe, because High Priestess of Spirit is not High Priestess of Air. So there is one more hiding in the deck, okay? But, my goodness, there's the High Priestess of Air. Yeah, okay, I'm right. I wasn't sure if I was right. I'm right, because this reading is right. I also just heard a honk out my window, which is also an affirmation. Okay, so this person was mad at you. Okay, they had a little, possibly what I feel like a little rage out about you, maybe one night or two. Okay, they could have done donuts in their car. I just saw like burnouts in their car, and as they were like putting that, I don't think that they were picturing running you over or anything, but I feel like I can feel somebody's pressure on the gas, and the way that I can feel them is it's like they're taking out pressure. It's like pressure from you, anger from you. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you've got like some type of derby boyfriend out there or something like that. Like, I don't know, somebody who works on cars, or like, I don't know, dirt bikes or something like that. I feel like it's a car. I feel like they're doing burnouts in a car, because you know when that happens, when they do that, the car kind of kicks back and you can feel the power of the car. And that's what's helping them release this anger. I don't know. Okay, there's confidence in reverse and strength in reverse. And I kind of feel like there's conclusion in reverse. There was a really hard, this was very hard for them to deal with. Like, their confidence took a huge hit. They had absolutely no strength in them whatsoever, and some type of cycle just wouldn't stop. I don't know what that all this has to do with you, but it involves this rage that they have for you. And I feel like what that rage is a lot of times when we have a buildup of pressure like that, it's the protection rage. It's the, you're running in front of traffic, you'll lift up a car. It's that adrenaline. So that means that somebody's feelings for you are adrenaline-like. So when they had to let you go, that like sucked everything out of them, because you are the one that gives them fuel in some way. And I don't feel like you're like a gas station or anything. They have to come pump up, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know how they get so much energy from you. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is the person you divorced. And when they divorced you, that was, that was hard for them to do. Like, that was a let go. Like, you might be coming back around to somebody you divorced. Sometimes we just take separations from each other. We come back years later down the road, changed and new experiences, and we end up back with people that we were with before. I mean, it happens. So I'm not sure if this is hitting on the coffin with anybody, but it kind of seems like there is. I keep getting brought to that message, and then I'm looking at Uranus energy where I'm like, I think this person might spontaneously say something to you. That 10 seconds of encouragement, like 10 seconds of just pure, honest, like adrenaline, to just do something, to finally pop their head out of their shell and say something. I don't know. I do, like, with the 11th house and the friends and acquaintances and stuff, I am now kind of possibly getting, like, you might know this person. Okay, like, you might not be BFFs with them, but I think you know them. You might know them through people or something like that, and that's what's giving them some kind of, like, the encouragement to say something, because they do know of you from somebody who might have known you very well. Now I'm getting that song, somebody that you used to know, can never cut me off. Yeah, I don't know. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Would you tell me about me, please? Niente. 7/7 as a birthday, eh? Woo. You can book a personal reading with me, though, if you'd like. The address is in the description box below there, big guy. Okay, let's see what the crows have to say. What are we at now? 48:13. God damn, I make my juice so cold sometimes I can't swallow it. Okay. Game face. Scarecrow. Fear. Insight. We have memory. And teamwork. God, this fucking tarp is flapping in the wind, and it is so distracting. I keep thinking somebody's over there. It's pissing me off. Well, it's not pissing me off, but it's... I'm such a dog. Like, I need to know exactly what's going outside my window all the time. Okay. Ah. Okay, so the message that I'm getting is kind of a nice one. I feel like somebody has been doing things on their own for a long time. Okay. And the thing is that you've learned a lot doing what you have alone. Okay. The amount that you've put away, okay, the hard work that it's taken to do it, okay, is something that people should be proud of, okay, to make it alone. Because it's not easy to do, okay, at all. This world is far from easy, okay? So now we're getting warning. It's a good warning, though. It's a good warning, okay? Because the way that I'm seeing this is 48 again right here, okay? 26, 48, 18, 29, and 52 are the numbers. Okay, with this teamwork, I feel like the teamwork and the fear, that's where we start to take a turn, okay? Because what somebody who has been alone for a while, okay, has to make, if you want, Spirit's never going to tell you what to do. But they want you to remember, okay, because now we have memory, okay? They want you to remember what it was like to work with a team. Okay, now think of it if this, I think, what is it? Is it like a hawk or? Yeah, it could be a hawk. I think it's a hawk. It's kind of hawk-like anyways. Yeah, it looks hawky. Think of you were on your own and this predator came into your territory. Okay, do you know how much easier it is with your flock around you than just doing it on your own? Okay, but somebody has learned how to do it on their own. So they have forgotten how much easier it is to do with a team. Okay, so with Scarecrow, Scarecrow's here because somebody is scared. Okay, they're scared of doing the teamwork again because they've done it alone for so long now. And it's really, the saying is true. When people spend time alone, it is very hard to convince them to get into a relationship. Danny. Okay. Because they now know what it's like to live alone. So they're like, I don't got to take anybody's bullshit. I don't got to do your laundry. I don't got to fucking clean up after you. I don't got to fucking do nothing. I'm alone. Like, I'm free. Okay. When people are free, okay, Freedom 55, it hits. Okay. So it's like the spirit gods. Okay. I keep getting brought into looking at the, I kind of think that they're blossoms, but I'm not quite sure. Because, yeah, I think they're blossoms. I feel like something is growing, okay, or it's about to be seen. Something like quite pretty, okay? And there's a possibility that somebody could get hurt, okay, but not hurt in a way that you're going to be disfigured and fucked up for the rest of your life. Hurt in a way that, you're going to have your feelings pumping again, where because you might, I've been thinking about, I think about some of these teams I worked with back in the day, because I'm a server, you know, like every restaurant I join is a team. It's a team of people busting their ass, fucking getting tables served and people, you know, fed, and babies to stop crying, and liquor in other babies' stomachs to stop crying. Okay, honestly, it is such a team to work with people that if you don't like the people that you're with, if you can't trust the people that you're with, you lose the will to do the job, and then you don't want to anymore, right? Because it's like, well, I gotta go work with this fucking person and they never help, and I'm always doing way more than them, and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, you really have to pick a good team to work with, okay? So that's why I feel like somebody has to remember that there are good teams out there, okay? I've worked with them before. Dream teams, of course, we call them, okay? You know those, like, there'd be, you know, 15 servers places that I worked. No, fucking more than that. Oh man, 20 servers sometimes at some of these places I worked. And it would just line up. We would have the fucking dream team on these Friday, Saturday nights. And like with the right manager too, I'd have my right bar. I was usually always head bartender. I'd have my right crew with me, because it's like, you know, 9-hour day, like 9-hour night, 8-hour night, depending on when I got out of there, you know, sometimes 10 hours again, depending on when I got out of there, right? And just to line up the right team and then have the best closing manager, I would be like, oh, it was always Biggie. We had call names where I worked, fucking Big Daddy. And I always called him Biggie. And I'd be like, as soon as I knew that he was the one I was closing with, I had no worries. I could smoke when I want. I could fucking drink if I wanted. He always bought us drinks afterwards. We always drank after work. It was always a good time. Nobody ever freaked out. We'd play games. Oh my God, we'd play games on the whiteboard every time Biggie was closing, just to keep morale up, just to keep everybody smiling. Everybody just, we're all there together. It's shitty. People are angry, you know, they're hungry. And it's just like, we have to be there. So if you're going to be there, you might as well be there with like the best attitude possible, because then you're getting people handing you money. Okay. I worked at this one place. I'm a pretty optimistic person. There really isn't anything that can piss me off, okay? And I was just smiling. You know, I was in the middle of a rush. It's a Ricky's, okay? That breakfast was fucking packed. People are busting out the door. It's the middle of winter. Everybody's angry. And there's me walking around. I look like I'm a crackhead because I smile as much as I do. Honestly, it's annoying. And this lady walked up. She did the whole handshake, so slick. A 20 in my hand, and she goes, "Thanks for smiling." I've never been tipped for smiling before. Okay. And she obviously was having such a morning that my smile, there was this other guy. Oh man, people on breakfast sometimes with me. This one guy, he was coming into work. It was 6:30. He was my first customer. We're talking whatever. And really he needs to eat and get going, right? So like we're very minimal talking, but he's shoving his mouth and going like, you know, agreeing with everything he's saying and everything. Anyways, pays the bill. Guy tips me $40. My boss got mad at me because she was like, "What'd you do to get that $40?" I go, "Fucking look at the camera. What do you mean, what did I do? I talked to the man is what I did. You know, do you know conversation? It goes a long way, bitch. Okay, this is my job. I do it good. Okay? Because that's the thing. If you're going to do something, do it well. Because then it's a team. It's always a team, right? So now that guy's going to come in again, and that's going to make money for you. Like, I'm thinking about the boss. I'm not just, honestly, the way that I speak to people, it's not just for me. I'm not just talking to somebody because I think they're going to tip me. I'm generally talking to people because I don't really know what else to do, and that's my job. Okay, I'm there to talk. I'm there to bring you food. I'm there to make sure your experience is great. And if that means a 10-minute conversation, that means a 10-minute conversation. If that's what I can do, if I've got the time, then I'll fucking do it. Like, I give a shit. What else am I doing? It's a restaurant, okay? So, like, I take my job seriously to the point where I do it right, okay? You get out there, you're doing something. I got my sister into serving. I told her, it's always, you're going on stage, baby. Okay, you're going on stage and you're going to put on your best performance. You're going to be lovely. You're going to be able to talk to. Okay, you're going to be insightful. You're going to be a teammate. Okay, you're going to work with your team. You're going to make me proud because it's in my blood. Everybody that on my mother's side, on the ladies' side, all waitress, all were, you know, some type of hospitality industry, taking care of people, wiping their asses, doing shit that, you know, fucking moms do, basically. Okay, taking care of the public. That's what women do. Okay, when it's in your bloodline, there's nothing to be ashamed about it. Okay, and there's nothing to be like, oh, you're a waitress, yeah, and I make probably more money than you fucking do, and I don't gotta fucking, it's all tax free. Okay, so it's like sometimes you can be like, you can outsmart some people who think that they've got, I don't know, some play over you or something. You need to do everything alone. You need to do everything 9 to 5. No, actually, for the most part, what Spirit is telling you is that you're growing as a person, which means you need to find another job. Okay, because it seems like you're being distracted right now and isolated by yourself. Okay, and you need a new routine. Okay, and that new routine involves a new work, a new teammate. Okay, somebody else. Okay, and like I think it's gonna work out in your benefit, because I think with everything that you've acquired, right, whatever this team is, you become such a part of it so quickly that whatever the fear was that held you back, for whatever reason it did, okay, fear holds us back for many old reasons, okay, sometimes when we're not ready, then fear will stop us. When we are ready, fear can't do anything. It's like you laugh in the face of fear when it's got no hold of you anymore, okay, because what is it other than false evidence appearing real? Okay, that's all fear is. It's designed to do that because it only breaks the weakest people. Fear doesn't really, you know, oh man, I saw this video and it was life flashes before man's eyes, but it was a joke, right? And what men do in the face of death. Oh my God, this man. And I always said this, I don't know how people can be electricians, honestly. And this man was up fixing the electrical lines, okay? And he disconnected his line, and the power shot out of the line and just missed him. And he looks down at his buddy and he starts doing a dance. And I'm like, oh my God, like, you just came close to electrocuting yourself with the volts of lightning, and you did a little jig afterwards? Only men would do that, you know, because where is fear at that point? If you know what you're doing, life is going to protect you. Okay, you got a teammate right there, okay, who paid attention in class. Okay, they got your back. Okay, my spirit is like, you've got this. Like, you got this. You're not gonna die. Okay, you're not gonna die. Even if that electrical surge comes shooting out of somebody, okay, you're not gonna die. You're gonna be fine. So, hallelujah, praise the Lord. 10209 collective, you will make it, okay? And now I'm getting that movie. Remember Daylight with Sylvester Stallone? Oh my gosh. I'm also getting the Yellow Wolf song Daylight, which is also amazing. But that movie Daylight, you know, and she's dodging the big electrical wire, and they're like, she grabs her shoes. She remembers that you can, you know, electricity doesn't go through rubber, which is why your car can get hit by lightning and the people inside don't get hurt, because the car is on tires, which are rubber, which don't, you know, help block out lightning. So I don't know. Why does that have to do with anything? It's almost like, I feel like this is a big surge, you know, it's not a fear thing, but it's a big surge of energy, whatever it is that collective's about to do. But you're so smart, you know to put rubber on your hands when dealing with ground wires and electricity and some of the scariest things alive. So I think, if anything, you're going to make a very good teammate to other people. So don't fear what you remember. That's the thing. Remember this. Remember a time when a team really did you well. And that's what's going to help with this cycle that involves working with a team. I don't know how long you're going to have to be in it. It could be forever. Maybe you're going to be working with the team for the rest of your life. Maybe you're going to get a new bobsled team. That's literally what I heard in my head because I saw, but really what I saw in my head was dog sled team. And I said bobsled came out of my mouth. Maybe you're going to get an awesome dog sled team. Honestly, you know how much money you can make breeding dogs? Holy fuck. I mean, it's not millionaire shit, but it's enough to like keep you fed. I love huskies. They're my favorite dog. This is my dead dog's name right here. I tattooed it on myself. His name was Chimo. My father killed him because his girlfriend didn't want a dog like that. He was too hyper. Honestly, because my stepmother decided to kill my family dog as opposed to live with it, I really hope that she has to live a life where somebody looks at her and says, oh, she's going to be too much to handle. Let's just put her down. And it's going to happen 3 times because it's times 3. And she's going to have to be put down 3 times because she killed my dog. No way. Are you kidding? You're doing electrical work? Well, there's your affirmation. See? I tell you, I'm the most magical person on the fucking internet, okay? Try not to, like, spread the word around too much, okay? But let me tell you, you watch my lives, Sahir, okay? I think you've been on here before. I feel like I've seen your name before. If you stick to my readings, you will get every answer that you've ever asked Spirit, but you just have to wait your turn and in line because the way that this works with Spirit is you've already asked Spirit the questions that they want to answer you, right? So Spirit already knows what you want me to answer. Therefore, if you can't do a personal reading or you want to do a personal reading, okay, well, anyways, it doesn't matter. Well, there you go. First time here. And I think you might be the only one in the chat. And therefore, this was the right time to be the only one here. You know what I mean? Because Spirit answered your question for you there, big guy. Cheers. And that's how magic works. That is crazy that you said electricity, and all that could come to my head was electricity. Like, I can't believe you guys can do that. Like, that is the scariest fucking job ever. Like, just to work with electricity at all, as an electronic, as a parts person, as anything, as a salesman of electronics, it doesn't matter. You're still working with electronics. You know what I mean? You can still get sparked. You can still get fucked. You can still, like, my God. Yeah. Well, you thank Spirit for that, buddy. That's all Spirit for you. Okay. Oh, now my dog's name is all itchy. Woo! Ah, itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay. All right, next message. Ooh. The truth and nothing but in reverse with panic. Ooh. I was trying to flip that card around, that Ace of Swords around, but it wouldn't let me it wouldn't let me turn it around. So it wants to stay in reverse, which means somebody, the way that I see it, somebody is fucking lying, and they're really, really, really worried about it now. They're obsessing over it, actually. Oh, where are you? This hair is attached to my earring, and okay, it's gone. Okay. Panic with a lie. Panicking over a lie. Someone's panicking over a lie, but they're getting out of it? Aw, thanks, buddy. Okay, panicking over a lie that maybe got them out of something. I don't know. Maybe you lied to your boss or something like that. Maybe you told somebody that you were sick and now they like want a doctor's note. They're going to ask you for like a doctor's note or something like that. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Nope, that's not it at all. All right. We got the SEX card. So I'm like, nope, that was not the message. We're going somewhere else with this message. But I mean, you know, take the first message. I mean, never lie to your boss, but if you do, always make sure you have, you know, a get out of jail free card, okay? Before you do it. Okay, third party interference. Fucking A. Okay. Ooh, Premi in reverse with hate and... Ooh, for one, I feel like somebody said you had an STD that you do not. Okay, that is the first message that just came out. Okay, some ex of yours said that you had something and you don't. Okay, that's fucking ridiculous. You actually have health and safety upright, so your health is in very good hands. Their ability to tell the future, however, is very shitty. So you have a hater in your third party, okay? And they have told some, yeah, that's what it is. Somebody went around telling people that you had an STD. They could have went so far as to tell people you actually had HIV. I was going to say the other word, and then I'm like, I don't want to get flagged for that word. Okay. So they could have went that far. They could have been those people. Because it's something to do with sex. Okay. I also do not want to say that word. Okay. So it's always SEX, but it made somebody like walk away from you in the past quick. Okay. Because who the fuck says something like that? You have HIV? Or you got the... Like, what? I don't know. They could have said, like, SIF, which I'm pretty sure can, like, kill you. Okay? Like, I'm trying to think of what, or maybe, like, I don't know, HEP. Okay, I'm trying to think of something. It would have been something I would imagine that would be incurable, or what would be the harm? You know, like, I think I found out this one guy had it was like years later, and like, I slept with him, and like, nothing, and like, I'm pretty sure did I ask about it? I think I did. And I was like, did you like have something like a long time ago that everybody, you know, talked about? And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, I give a shit about what people say. He's like, obviously it wasn't, you know, obviously it was given to me. And, you know, and like, if I passed it, I did. If I didn't, whatever. He's like, I took medicine, it went away. He's like, I give a fuck. And I'm like, I know, like, not only like, is it embarrassing to like go through mentally and like scarring, okay? Because some of those diseases scar women for like life, okay? Life-threatening scars. But then to if you didn't even go through anything, okay, if you didn't get scarred up, okay, burnt up and shit, this person's just going around telling people, okay, like, I feel like you could have been young when this happened, because I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't feel like adults would act like this, but I only just became an adult like 10 years ago. So, you know, give and take how people are in their 20s, because people are more childish in their 20s than what they come across. Okay. So whatever this person was, yes, past the, oh my God, I'm looking at this going, why do you keep telling me to look at the peace pipe? Because it's past the duchy, it says. What were they doing? They were telling people that you were passing around a venereal disease, when really you were passing around oh my God. Honestly, there's this part of the office where Jim is, someone's trying to figure out who Dwight likes. Okay. So they go, okay, well, I'm going to hire a stripper. Or no, I'm going to go out with somebody. There's this person and he describes, you know, Angela. And then there's this other person. And then he describes this farmer. And And Dwight goes, you know, or Jim is like, who would you pick? And Dwight goes, do you have access to their medical records? Because, like, why would Dwight care about the height, the weight, or the hair color of a woman? He is more interested in the medical records. Okay, which obviously this person should have been as well. Okay, although extremely awkward. Hey, by the way, I just want to know, do you have HIV? Because I heard it on the streets that you do. Okay, it could have been extremely awkward for them to have said this, but I wish they would have. Okay, because as embarrassing as it would have been to ask you, honestly, they missed a relationship with you because they believed it. Okay, which made the person who started the original rumor from hate get everything that they wanted. You alone with an empty bed because they're not in it. I'm getting very, very high Libra energy with this. I'm not sure if they are a Libra, but I'm getting high vibes. And this SEX card is giving me high Sagittarius vibes. Okay. And this health and safety is giving me very high, like Taurus, Virgo vibes. Okay. So, fun fact for you. This person is going to ask you for a drink now. No, I do not have HIV. Okay, well, do you want to go for a drink? That's not awkward or anything, but that's hilarious. Oh my God. Oh, fuck this person who said you had some shit going on, man. Look at that thief. That's what I mean. All of a sudden, their little stank ass just came to my head, and I'm like, fuck this person. Who the fuck? This was some type of traitor insider bullshit, okay? This was really hard to see that this person really did not have this person's back on trying to tell you that your health is in risk, okay? This was a person just trying to keep somebody single. So then they, would date them, find their way back to them. It was all about them getting this person back, okay? And like by sending, look at this, hot. By sending these types of rumors out there, okay, I'm like, honestly, like, what would they have done if okay, let's be real for a second. You send out rumors like that about somebody, okay, they dated you, okay, so did they have the HIV, or did they snuck by it, right? Or are they waiting for their test results? Fucking loser liar, okay? And it's like think of it this way. I mean, if they did say what I think they did about you, what if all of a sudden they had called this person up and been like, hey, I made a huge mistake. Let's get back together. Because they're single, no one will date them, right? So then they go back to this person, right? Thinking like, okay, well, maybe it's a sign that I should get back together with them or whatever. What would they say to cover up all these rumors? Because for a fucking fact, they would have taken this person back that they spread these awful rumors about, okay? They would have taken this person back. What would they have said? It's almost like they thought their way through it all, okay? Of, I will send these rumors out, and then when I get back together with them, I'll say that I was lying, or I'll say that it really wasn't HIV. It was just, I don't know, some other little fucking cough due to cold or some shit like that. Okay, like I think they had it all worked out in their little greasy fucking mind. That takes a lot of time and effort. The truth cuts deep. So there's your truth right there. They didn't want the truth to come out, and the truth came out brokenhearted, all because they were brokenhearted over you. They ran around town telling people that you were disease-infested whore. Yeah, that seems legit. kid in a candy store. Oh, they went buck wild. Oh, they went buck wild. Oh my God, they got so off on this. They got off on talking about you. They fucked your romantic life up. Like if you're in a small town and nobody talks to you, this is why. Oh, that's so gross. I hope they're the ones that have it. Honestly, go around saying that. Who the fuck? That's so gross. Love bomb. They really were hoping that you would just run to them. Maybe they were hoping that this information would get back to you. Ringleader. This person is the fucking ringleader of your despair. In your veins, you fucked this person on your period, and they got blood into them. There's America with southern states. And boss woman controlling. So this person wanted to control your life. British territory. Equality, balance, and fairness. They put your fate in their hands so much. There's big city. Okay, I said small town, big city. In reverse, I mean, oh my God, this is so bad. I feel so, like legit sorry for you. I feel legit sorry for somebody out there. This is fucked. There's Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so they sparked this creation, okay, once you cleared them out. So I think it took a while to get this person away from you, and then once you did, they started spreading the rumors about you. Teamwork. This was a team effort. Okay, so they involved some people to orchestrate this around about you. Small town. There are 3 decks of cards that I put together here, okay? Like years ago. Small town came out. I told you. If you're in a small town, they fucked your whole fucking life up in a town. Your whole dating scene, everything. They fucked it up. Act of violence. Next chapter, like you are moving on from this. Oh my God, you got so cut out of things. You might have even lost a job, okay? And there's predator. Like this act of violence was like done against you by a predator in your vicinity, by somebody who was very threatened by you. There's torture in Pandora's box. Like they were very threatened by you. Like they wanted, if they did it, I actually kind of see them doing some type of spell against you. Yeah, there's oldies but goodies. This is somebody in your past, like 911 emergency. I feel like somebody, I don't know, did some type of spell work, put you away in a box, okay, tried to make it so then you were all theirs and nobody else's. And this person is very sick. Okay, they're very twisted. They are not healthy in any way. They are themselves an act of violence. All right. Well, I'm going to move out of this energy because I don't want to be in it anymore. Quite frankly, like, this person is really, I don't know, I'm over it. So I'm going to move on now. I don't know how much juice I got left in the old batteries here. 124.17. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know how many people are in the chat right now. Okay. But what we're going to do, I'm going to shuffle the answer cards. Okay, just simple affirmations. Okay. Ask a question. And this is going to be our final one. All right. Ask a question. And I'm going to get Spirit to answer it. And however way the answer comes to you, allow it, because your answer might come through like a full paragraph and like you get just one answer in the middle, like 2 words are yours. Okay. The whole answer might not be what I say, but it's picked up in the words that I say will be your answer. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a second to think about your question. All right. Think about your question for a second. Okay. The cards just let me know we're ready to go. All right. Here we go. Take it or leave it. What is our answer for collective here? Listen to your intuition. Sometimes I hate when that card comes out because I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what my intuition is saying about it. Which is why I'm asking. I'm going to see if it says one more thing. Okay. We got let go and yes. Okay. You can either put them all together again or use them individually. Yes could be your answer. Okay. Let go could be your answer. Or the third one could be listen to your intuition. Okay. We also have no need to worry on the bottom of the deck. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's see your answer here in tarot. Give collective the best answer you can. Okay, action of coins. So the Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and 8 of Wands. Okay, so the way that I can read this basically would be that Spirit is telling you to take action, okay, to move forward. 5 of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck. There is some type of conflict here, but they say basically there's justice. I don't know. You could have talked behind somebody's back or you could have just not said anything when somebody was getting attacked or something like that. Held your tongue at a time where somebody was, maybe needed your help. And now I'm looking at yes. So Spirit is like, if you feel you fucked up somewhere, okay, or you feel like your gut is telling you the right thing to do, okay, then that's what spirit wants you to do. Like, that's what your soul wants you to do, okay? There is peace here, okay? And there's also moving forward. Okay, so we have to let go sometimes when we feel like we have to control something. We have to control the narrative in some way. When energy is moving right now, it's always moving, it's always growing. So of course you can let go and allow things to unfold naturally. Right? Allow nature to take its course. Allow yourself to move where you want. Do what you need to do when you want. You know, listen to your intuition on that kind of stuff, because you always will let yourself know when you want to do something, right? You tell yourself that, right? So whoever's not communicating with themselves properly, it's like you're being told whatever it is that you want to do, that you're intuitively seeking, all right? Spirit says to do it, to just let go and do it. Fly free, move forward, all right? And take what you say and you know, wear it with honor. Okay. It might not be the thing that everybody wants to hear every now and then. And it might, the things that you say, there's a wheel of fortune. There is, you know, a twist of events here, I feel like. Okay. And there's the 9 of Cups on somebody getting what they want after a period of being possibly very confused, okay, with their own truth. Okay. How to master that truth, how to wear that truth. Okay, whatever it is, somebody was confused about, you know, possibly what they desire, what they want, what they wish, okay, and then having too much and realizing that they don't want any of that, okay? So it's almost like self-indulgent, and then realizing that that's not the way to go. That's not, you know, that's not your truth. That's not who you really are, right? So finding your truth is very important before you do something that might change your life. I just heard another honk in the distance. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, 1:30, 1:21 on the clock. I am all of a sudden starving. So I am going to go and eat my face off right now. I got this taco kit at the grocery store, and I thought it was going to be kind of gross, but I thought, whatever, I can't really cook right now because part of my oven is broken. So I got the taco kit. Yo, it's awesome. Okay, tell me how it isn't awesome. I've done like 3 different things with it already. I'm kind of a little bit obsessed. So I'm going to have my taco kit now. I'm going to go eat the shit out of some tacos. And I hope this resonated. All right. Thank you for everybody who joined us. All right. Thank you for being here and subscribing and liking. Okay. If you want a personal reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. I am waiting to launch the old Vimeo. I don't really know what I'm waiting for. I kind of know what I'm waiting for. But, like, I don't know. It's a little bit, like, it's a little bit greedy, but whatever. I don't really care. I want to do whatever I want to do because it's my motherfucking channel and I can. So just know it's in the works. Videos are being put up and it's something that I'm just kind of creating, and I think y'all are going to really dig it. So yeah, I'm working on that and some new shit, and thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. Have a lovely one. Peace, and word to your mothers out there.